We were not here last week, so hopefully somebody missed us. You know what I'm saying? Both of the fellas are feeling much better. I presume. I hope. I know somewhat better. Hopefully, much.
I'm just glad I could talk.
Hey, I can move. I got the motion of my arm is back. Your boy is in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it, baby. Top 5 live.
See, there we go. See.
So hey, listen. When you do Comic Cons, wear a mask, y'all. If you at a table, wear a mask
and wash your hands.
Wash your. I was doing that. I had the what do you call it? Mm-hmm. I had the Purell and all that, but MegaCon was so big.
I got to give Danny his win.
And walking through MegaCon, you just.
Danny
I'm up, baby.
Danny is dead on wins so far this year.
2024 is my year, baby.
Hey man, listen.
Again this week. I'm gonna get y'all again this week too.
Again, you only getting this win because I wasn't there.
This list this week is too much. So our top 5 list this week is the top 5 hip hop dances, and we had a discussion about it in the group because to me, there's a difference in between hip hop dances and line dances. You know what I'm saying? So like cha-cha slide, the wobble, the electric slide, obviously, those are line dances.
Hey, because the Cuban shuffle was gonna be on my list.
Cuban shuffle was a line dance, though. You see what I'm saying?
It's a line dance.
If we didn't make that distinction, the Cupid Shuffle was going to be on my list.
It had to be, but that's what I'm saying. So like line dances. I'm trying to think of the line dances that you do to I Can Freak It. Like I can't think of that joint, but I love that line dance. I just can't think of the name of it. It like we definitely can do line dances too, but for strictly hip hop dances, this still was in. I don't know. Trying to rank these,
right,
was ridiculous for me. Like it was so hard only because I was trying to figure out, all right, what criteria do I want to use to separate them?
And Morgan be worried so hard about the criteria. I just be like,
I'm doing it. Hey, whatever feels right to me, I would do.
I'll be like best.
I'll go first tonight because I mean I literally just put 2. I had the top 3. And I put 2 more up there, but I got a whole list full of other dances that I was just like, man, I could put, because my one of my we'll get to it. One of my personal favorites is just so smooth to me, but we'll get to it. I don't want to get into it.
Hey, let me give you a round of applause. B-Quest coming through, is coming soon, right?
Yes, Thursday. Thursday night, I think.
Thursday at 1. Thursday at 1 o'clock. Morgan, come on now.
In the day?
Yes, Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Oh snap!
Y'all doing something on that day? Y'all got interviews and stuff?
We have a meeting every week, and Morgan does not be paying attention. Morgan does not be paying attention.
My brain, yo.
Hey, that's what you get for picking Morgan over me.
We got to my head and not my heart, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like the old folks say.
That's what you get. You know what I mean?
I sent him a calendar invite because I know he works off of his iPhone calendar. I sent him a calendar invite. I sent him an email reminder. We got it in 3 group chats, and he still did not realize it was not at night. It's at 1 o'clock. We're starting a live stream. We're doing a special Foretales podcast. We're doing a special Foretales podcast episode Thursday at 1.
What's good, Sean?
We're gonna launch before 1:30.
Hey, listen. I don't have guests from actually I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do it this week. I'll let y'all.
Let's get on the Stoke podcast before the end of the campaign. Just what's happening?
What's good, Jess? I'm not gonna make it all about the launch, you know what I'm saying? But I will say I cannot say enough before we get into the rest of the stuff. Like I said, our top 5 this week is they are feeling better. Thankfully, Sean. Thankfully. Javon just happy he can talk, you know what I'm saying? So that's good.
Just happy I can talk, man. There was no talking. It was the quietest it's ever been.
What's good, William? What's good? What's good, Will?
Quiet. My wife was like, "This is the quiet I need."
I know she enjoyed that. Lord, I
man,
know.
if you don't shut up, Morgan,
I can't imagine such a treat, boy. All right, so top 5 is the top 5 dances, hip hop dances. But again, the differentiation there's a difference in between hip hop dances and line dances. So, to me, a line dance is cha-cha slide, electric slide, the wobble. What's the other one, Danny? You just said.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Cupid shuffle.
Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
Does swag surf it? Is that a line dance?
No,
that's not. That's not.
No, that's not a line dance.
All right, I'm just asking.
No, that's not a line dance. That's because there are dances that you can do in mass that don't necessarily qualify as a line dance. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll get to that and hash it out then. Shut up, Sean. God Almighty, bro. All right. So before we get to our list, these topics might get kind of deep. I don't know. It could be. So
good ones. We got some good ones this week.
So I don't know where we should start. I guess we were going to talk about the Super Bowl last week, the fallout from Usher being a menace. But I don't know. You know, because everybody else was talking about it last week, I don't know if we should get into it or not. I mean, I guess we can let them tell us if they want us to get into that.
I just wanted to talk about his performance. Like I thought,
okay,
just the performance was really good, man. Like, thing on the song selection. Like I didn't get to see Usher in Vegas, even though my brother is out there. You know, I probably could have went out there to see it, but I've heard the performance is amazing. You know, we've all seen clips from it. So I knew that he would do well, but you know, he played all the right songs. He had the guests come out. You know, he had Alicia Keys with Boo. He had Ludacris came out there with the afro. He had Jermaine Dupri with the penguin suit on. You know, he had it all, man. He did everything he was supposed to do. And I just think it was a great halftime show. It was really good.
Hey, that halftime show, if that doesn't tell you that dude is the king of R&B right now,
yeah,
no question.
I don't know what to tell you.
I think I didn't know that was a debate, but
like I said that night, Chris Brown could never. They need to stop that dude. They are not in the same. They are not in the same lane.
Chris Brown can't even go to the All-Star game right now.
Hey, good grief, man! Come on, yo.
Damn.
So ain't no way he could compete with Usher. I'm just saying.
Y'all gonna talk about Homegirl and her 50-something episode of marrying this guy who turned out to be a pathologist?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff.
I heard about that. They did there was this girl with the what was it? It was Who Did I Marry or something like that. Was it a TV show or was it a TikTok series? Because there was a young lady, and I didn't see it. I only heard like somebody's account of it where she was saying that she had found all this evidence that he had been lying all these years. That he that you know she married this dude and found out that he wasn't who he said he was, and they've been married all this time. Yeah, so I might have to look into that. But somebody was like, it's a 50-part series or something like that, and I don't, you know.
I ain't got time for that. Y'all give me the
cliff notes.
The cliff notes.
Y'all know me. I'm a conspiracy theorist because I don't be believing. I think it's entertainment. I feel like it's something that somebody put together because we done seen that happen before. People come out with these crazy stories, and then it just be something that they put together for views and stuff. So
she got TikTok going crazy.
But yeah, Usher, man. That dude is a performer, like for real, man. That dude, I was highly entertained. I was really funny though. It's a little bit of two Americas. I'm on a Patriots blog, and there's a lot of people that are more like this.
That's unfortunate.
Than this.
Yep.
And they were like, he got too many slow songs. He got high energy songs. I was like,
I have nothing to say to them.
Yeah, like Bad Girl, what? And they started lamenting, talking about, man, I can't wait till they do more like rock, all these like rock bands. And I was like,
that's your people.
I'll be like, I guess I'll be getting my oil change during those during those halftime shows.
That's your people. That's your people.
Hey, I like heel rock, man. Sean, I like heel rock. I've always liked heel rock better. He got the Versace talking about trailer park trash, but y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't watch.
Nah, I seen a clip of him talking to Triple H the other day where I guess he was shooting a promo and he was like telling somebody who smacked somebody in the mouth. I like that kind of stuff. Those kind of stories are pretty cool. But I know it's part of the storyline. The storylines are just always
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
always top notch in the WWE.
Where'd y'all watch the game?
I actually watched it at the salon. Now, me and Tiana had why were we at the salon? I don't even remember. But we watched the game at the salon, and oh yeah. Tiana's nieces came over to get their hair done. So we ended up watching it at the salon. Her mother in law was there, and they was all swooning over Usher during the halftime show. So you know how it go.
Yeah, okay. Morgan, where you watch it?
At the house, I believe. I can't even remember, to be honest with you. I think I just watched it at the house. Yeah,
How many drinks did you have?
Siobhan came to pick up little man a little bit early so I could get to the house in time to be able to watch it. I debated on going out. Like my best friend invited us over there, but I was on the fence about going out to watch it anywhere. I wish I had more people take that bet because I knew what time it was. What's good, Kicks? About who was going to win the game.
I honestly could care less about who won that damn game. That was one of the few Super Bowls I had no rooting interest.
We know. I did take great pleasure.
I don't appreciate that, Tone.
Just saying. I did take great pleasure in trolling all of the MAGA fans that were 100% sure that Taylor Swift was going to get proposed to by Travis Kelce, and then she would endorse Biden for president.
I didn't hear that conspiracy theory.
I
took such joy in none of that happening. I think I made at least 5 or 6 posts on Facebook about it. People were 100% sure that was going to happen, just as sure they are that JFK is alive and well and actually running the country right now. So
you need to be paying attention to those people,
bro. They be.
I pay attention because
I was just tired of seeing Taylor Swift on my TV while I'm trying to watch football.
She was only showing up there for like 50 seconds all night. Like when you put it all together, it was 50 seconds, if I'm not mistaken.
It don't matter. They don't do that when Russ was there. When Russ is playing, they don't do that for Sierra. They don't show Sierra every touchdown.
Yeah, Sierra's not Taylor Swift though. Respectfully,
I'm just making the point though.
If Beyonce was there, if Beyonce was there, and Beyonce was dating Patrick Mahomes, you better believe Beyonce be on that screen.
I'd be tired of it then too.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. What was the? Oh, y'all brought up Chris Brown earlier. That got very spicy. All I know is that Harlem Shake better be on one of y'all. Hey, listen.
We gonna get
there.
Is that BJ?
Nah, he's man, he's got a dope channel and I want to say he's got a podcast of his own that he be streaming on IG. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from it, Kicks, because
I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna say this. It's funny because I did have this conversation with my wife, and my wife was like, basically, she don't want to hear nothing about Chris Brown, and like, okay, I can. So I'm of two minds. So like, I can understand the women that are like, I don't want nothing to do with this dude, and been that way. And like just the consequences of your actions. I can see that, but then at the same time, I'm also like, I can see the Christian like humanist point of view of like, if Rihanna is over it, if it's been like 10 years, right? Even longer,
Longer
right?
than that.
It's been longer than that. Like at some point, we have to be like, okay, because we weren't the wrong party. Like I didn't get wronged by Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't hit me. He ain't hit me. If Rihanna can get past it and work with this dude and be, and I mean, they ain't together or nothing, but clearly, like whatever they did, the Bible says something about being a double-minded man. Shut up, Justin. But if they can get through it, if the two of them can get through it and be good on the other side, why would I hold a grudge like that? Especially if I wasn't wrong. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at Chris Brown. Like we at some point we gotta let these people. It's like the same people who like, who still get mad at Michael Vick for like the dog stuff. Even though this man that went to jail, he's been doing work with PETA. He's been doing all this stuff to try and like, deal with it. And you still mad about it. I feel like at some point we gotta learn forgiveness and like give people actual second chances. That's how I feel about the Chris Brown thing.
I don't have,
but I understand people who are just like F that dude and move on with him because those people, their personal, experiences are probably in opinions of what fuel that feeling. I'm just like, dude, I ain't get my ass kicked. I gotta be over. At some point, we gotta move over.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Chris Brown music. I still listen to some of his music every now and then. He I don't have a problem with him. I do understand businesses staying away from him though. I do understand that. I understand the endorsers and I understand the business of it, but I personally I don't have no grudge against them. Like I said, they seem like they fine. They be like Javon said, they seem like they forgiving each other and move past it. So what up? I'm not gonna keep no space in my brain about it. But I do understand businesses, wanting to stay away from that. But he ain't making it no better by crying about it online. I don't think.
Well, no, I think his issue was they invited him and then uninvited him to play in the game, but wanted him to still perform.
Oh.
Yeah, they wanted him to still perform and be courtside and doing all that other stuff. So it's like, wait a minute.
Do they get paid to do that? Do like the celebrities get paid
to perform? Yeah, I think they get paid to perform, not to play in the game. Though I don't think they get paid to play in the game. I think that was the thing. He's like, wait a minute. So I could perform for y'all, and y'all want me to be sitting here, but you're not gonna let me play in this game. Like, I don't understand that.
I would have got that check. I don't know, but
hey,
I definitely didn't know that Jennifer Hudson song that she sang during halftime. I was like, what is this? I don't. Huh?
I'm going
that was last minute. That was clearly a last minute.
They said, "Hey, J Hud, you playing in the game? Can you sing something? Can you give us one selection? Give us one selection.
Man, at least do your big hit, man.
No, that's my auntie, bro.
What was it?
That's my auntie. What's going on,
Hey, auntie.
Hey, auntie, how you doing? I think people are quick to forgive a celebrity quicker than enjoy off the street. Hey, man, not Chris Brown. Chris Brown been fighting this thing for a decade. Chris Brown been fighting this thing for a decade.
I don't. So I almost want to separate it from Chris Brown to talk about the actual issue at hand. You know what I'm saying? So like, because I feel like in the Chris Brown situation, there's information that I don't have that other people may have been following him a little bit closer that they do. Because I know, like, when Tamika Mallory made a post about it, and there were people in her comments bringing up somebody else. I don't know who the other person was. And apparently this happened somewhat recently, maybe the last 2 or 3 years. I was unaware. And when I saw that, that's when I was like, let me chill on this. Let me chill on saying but so much because I don't want to it's the same as how I felt with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I did not say anything specific purposefully on that for a while because
I don't know if I want to put those in the same category though. That dude shot her and then tried to front like he did.
But there was a year before the trial.
Yeah,
happened.
but he didn't. He continuously was like he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Whereas Chris Brown is like, yeah, it happened. He, you know what I mean? Like,
he didn't admit to. It took a long time before Chris Brown sat down. Before Chris Brown sat down and did interviews, there was a long back and forth about what happened and all that type of stuff. And then he finally went on the interview tour where he went on Oprah and all these other shows.
I don't think he ever didn't say that he didn't do it. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Please,
my only point is I don't like speaking on things ignorantly. So the only thing that I can speak on, I can speak on the fact of like if we know at this point he's copped to it. Rihanna has like they've talked about that. It's been put out in the media. They've done interviews. If I'm basing it strictly on what happened between him and Rihanna, then I do believe at some point, if he's corrected that course of action, if Rihanna's straight, if he's done work since, like the example you used with Michael Vick, I don't think somebody should be relegated to dwell in hell for the rest of their life in any circumstance. And the biggest reason I say that is because, and I've said this before on the show, and it kind of goes with what my aunt said, like people. Now, I do believe people are quicker to forgive celebrities than they are regular people, but I still think even in those circumstances, people do not look at situations and put themselves in them in too many occasions, in my opinion. So, like you know full well that you're not perfect, and there's gonna come a time. Now there are various degrees of wrong that people could do. I'm not trying to say that all things are equal. But what I am saying is that all of us F up. All of us.
I'm just saying, like
that we don't that we didn't understand the gravity of, or that you got caught in the moment, you got caught in your worst moment, and then that worst moment has to represent you for the rest of your life with some people, and I don't think that's right. That practice. I'm not talking about
that's what's happening right now.
I'm not talking about with Chris Brown and Rihanna by itself.
But
I'm talking about just the issue.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's happening.
I'm talking about just the issue at hand, because there might be information with Chris Brown that I'm not aware of. But I will speak to the issue at hand, which is, do people that do bad things at a point in their life ever get to leave said bad thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do they just have to live under that scarlet letter for the rest of their life, regardless of what it is? Me personally, I'm not doing that to anybody. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if they, there are people that I very much so dislike a whole lot. And I have said it on this show. I've said it on my own social media over time. But that's just how I am. Like somebody that I really don't like and despise could say something that pissed me off, and then they could say something that I feel like is true and that I agree with, and I don't have the brain shutdown thing to not be able to acknowledge that what they just said I agree with. Right. So like it's a case by case basis for me, and I don't believe in throwing people away unless like if you've done something extreme, which this situation with Chris and Rihanna would be. I can understand people that are like, nah, F that dude forever. I can understand it. Do I think it's right? No, because it's the same as like a cancel culture type thing, and I hate cancel culture. There are some things that if you do them, like pedophilia, rape, murder, obviously, you know what I'm saying? There are some things that are always going to leave marks that just are not going to leave. And I believe if you get caught in the act of those things, that your life gets taken, that's on you. But I also believe the same about if you break in my house. If you break in my house and Whitney sings, I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. I really would not. Now,
I think Cosby and Kelly are different, though. Again, I just feel like there are levels to this, man. There's a name that I want to bring up. I'm not going to bring up because it will anger people. But this name has been forgiven for what he's done. And what he's done was pretty bad. But I'm not going to do it.
Who, Donald Trump?
Auntie, I didn't say I didn't say anybody.
You better not give a man a pass if he bites me in the face or shoots me in my feet.
I wouldn't give anybody a
Chris Brown bit somebody? He bit
I
her?
don't know nothing about that. That's why I said I'm not going to speak on Chris Brown. I'm ignorant of it. I don't know. The shooting of the feet, I'm assuming she's talking about.
I mean, we know who shot somebody in the feet.
I'm assuming he's talking about. But the only reason I waited for the trial for Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion is because everybody that was talking online didn't know what the freak they were talking about. They were just bumping their gums. They didn't have any information whatsoever. They were just talking. They were talking based on what they heard Meg said. They were talking based on what they heard Tory say and who they felt like they wanted to ride with based on what those two said. Until the trial came, until there was evidence presented, until it hit a court of law, I was not going to say anything. And then once it did, that's when I'm always going to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm not going to speak to the situation with Chris Brown directly because there could be things or angles that I don't know about and I can't speak on that. I believe in cancel culture? No, I don't. But do I also understand that there are things that you can do that are going to cause permanent consequences from them? Yes. Again, pedophilia is one of them. I don't know. You know, if you've harmed a child in that way, your way back, I don't know. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying?
I think that a little bit of this for Chris Brown though is like that's like a risk of being a celebrity. Like it's gonna take you longer to be
appreciate it, Kev.
You know, forgiven by certain people if you're a celebrity because they don't have, you know, a personal connection with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy to me though, because if I don't have a personal connection with you, I can forgive you and move on.
No, but I'm saying because they're gonna see you and you're just a symbol to them. You're a symbol of this moment in time. So whenever they see you,
I mean, I get it. I just say it's funny to me because it's like the reason why I can disassociate is because I don't know Chris Brown, and so that's why I could say, well, if Rihanna forgave it, well, clearly either moved on from it. I don't know if she's forgiven him. I don't know. I'm assuming. But my point being is she forgave him enough to do a song with him and perform with him, I believe, at least once or twice.
I don't know.
So in my mind, I'm like, dude, if you can, if she can get past that and move on and forgive him, I'm assuming. I don't know him enough. I don't know him, so I can dissociate and be like, all right,
yeah.
Why am I upset anymore? Just like Ray Rice. I mean, honestly, just like Ray Rice and
his wife. Am I forgiving Diddy? What's your page? I can't speak on Diddy because I don't know. Again, I wait for court. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, that just happened though. You can't compare what was going on with Diddy to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. One thing you're not gonna see me do. One thing you're not gonna see me do is speaking on stuff that serious with no information. I'm not gonna do it, bro. Especially because it's all allegations at that point. And if there's not been anybody with solid evidence, I'm not saying too much of nothing. I will only speak to the act itself. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak to if you rape somebody, if you beat a woman, if you shot somebody, if you did, you know what I'm saying? I can speak to those things and how I feel about that and respond accordingly. But I'm not gonna speak to the specific situations. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going what Kenji's doing now. I'm not doing that. I don't know whether he did it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Paige. It was really good seeing you, Paige, meeting Paige for the first time at MegaCon. I didn't know that dude was that tall. It's like, damn, made me feel short.
Yeah, there are people that I have seen people say stuff about Michael Jackson to this day. And they still don't rock with him to this day.
Am I forgiving Ray Rice? Dude,
I remember Ray Rice.
Hold on. Number one, it is not really up to me to forgive anybody for stuff. Like, again, I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Rice not she's his wife. She stayed with him.
We
Like,
seen that. Like, we saw the video.
Kenji,
That
you
we
doing
saw
a
the
lot.
video, but she stayed with him.
You
Though.
doing a lot, bro. We
You
saw
know
a
what
video
I'm
of that.
saying? Like,
We know for fact that happened.
She stayed with him. They had a whole wedding and everything after. Again, if you okay, bet. She may not have moved past it. Domestic violence victims do more than make songs with their abuse. Again, I don't disagree, but if she can get to the point where she can do that, then I'm not gonna sit here and hold a grudge against somebody that didn't really do anything to me.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't look. That's why to me there are always lines, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like with again, another example. I did not say much of anything, not even much of anything. I did not say anything about the Bill Cosby situation until I watched a documentary on it. Because I had no idea. Same with OJ. I grew up, but I was like, what was that, 94? I was 10. You know what I'm saying? Did I see what was going on with OJ? Yes. Did I understand the gravity? No. Could I have said anything about that case? Absolutely not. Do I know everybody and their mom to this day thinks he killed those people? No question about it. But was I going to make up my mind on what he did?
You kind of said he did.
You're right. But even then, I still wanted to see what
if he did it. I
want to see what the evidence is. But I will say again,
OJ,
especially because I know people that have been through abuse. I know women that have been through abuse, personally. You know what I'm saying? In more than one way. So I'm never going to condone that. Ever.
OJ on podcast. OJ is on podcast doing all like making jokes about it and everything. Like,
sure enough,
that's a whole nother like that.
sure enough.
I would say OJ should be canceled before Chris Brown. Like, if there's
you can't cancel something that nobody care about. Nobody care about OJ no more.
OJ making his money, he's gonna continue to make his money.
Ain't he Team MAGA though?
If OJ can come back, anybody should be able to come. Well, I can't say.
I don't know if he came back.
I mean, like I said, he on podcast. He got people, booking him for parties, and
that's always gonna be that's what I'm saying. So we talked about this on the show before. You cannot truly cancel.
Yeah, that ain't back though. Like when OJ was at his height, OJ was like that dude.
You can't truly cancel somebody that has a true following. You can't. You can agree. You can affect their money, like comedians. When comedians say stuff that's off the wall, can they have sponsorships taken? Can they have partnerships taken? Yes. But are they going to lose their career? Not if they're really funny. If they're actually funny, they won't lose their career because they still have fans. Just like Bill Cosby to this day still has fans. R. Kelly to this day still has fans. Huh?
What is Kenji talking about?
I said it sound like you did it.
He got some theories.
I need to take right there.
I have to hit you in the inbox.
Right up your alley.
I don't know that one. That's something I ain't never heard that before.
Hey, do y'all want to talk about the All-Star game?
Not really, but I will. You know what?
Yeah, listen, man. Morgan is upset about the All-Star game.
Yeah. I can be
Morgan has made it very clear on our thread that he is not happy with the subpar effort provided by our NBA All-Stars.
I think the best parts of All-Star, because I watched all the events. I got YouTube TV for the weekend just so I could watch all the events. And the best parts of it were the 3-point competition between Steph and
the premier event.
And Sabrina was the best part of the weekend. Like, I felt real like anxiety, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt real excitement about that while it was happening. The regular 3-point contest was good. And the celebrity All-Star game was cool because they were doing all the different special effects with the court and all that kind of stuff. That was pretty cool. Like, that was entertaining. Other than that, the All-Star game was fun to watch for me, but just because of the threes, like they were shooting like it was layups. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was just Dame was shooting from everywhere. But I do agree that the rest of it, I mean, like the game was not, it was not competitive. It was just they was out there having fun. They was having a good time, and I don't know how they gonna fix that.
I think that it is what it is, man. That's what it is
No,
right now. It's an
no.
exhibition game, man. That's what it is. Like let it be what it is.
No,
Like,
bro. No.
why?
No.
So let me
No.
ask you a question. No. Seriously. There are a contingent of people that are upset about the effort involved defensively, specifically. What's your favorite team, Morgan?
I just watch now. I don't have a favorite.
I mean, what's the team you're rooting for to win a championship? Do you have a team?
None. I don't care.
All right, Danny, you're a Lakers fan, all right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If AD is out there and they playing real defense,
Right,
and somebody, not that this would happen, but even like, you know, somebody drives to the rim and he goes up to defend it,
mm-hmm.
and he comes down and he lands,
Mm-hmm.
sprains his ankle,
Right,
breaks his ankle in the All-Star game. How mad are you going to be?
Why was this dude out here? Like, why was he out here playing this hard? I don't understand. Because even last year at the All-Star game, LeBron like cut his hand on the rim going up trying to block a shot or something like that, and like left the game immediately. And I was like, yo, that like y'all bugging, bro. Like, it's not. I understand. I agree that somebody made a good point. I think it was Chris Broussard. I think he said there was like they should have, you know, do the All-Star game, cool, do the All-Stars, but the coaches get the incentive. Like, I think they said that the coach, the winning coach gets the donation or gets the big payout.
It's not gonna matter.
Because then what they'll do is they'll put the players in who are playing the hardest.
It's not gonna matter.
That's dumb.
It's not gonna matter, guys. The players do not want to get hurt. They understand. Morgan. They understand that their team's fortunes ride on them.
Right. These
So
are the
if
best of
you-
the best.
The best of the best. So if you jack up your knee in an All-Star game, tell me that, I swear, I promise you.
And it's not like it's not like the Pro Bowl where these players aren't playing for the rest of the season. Like the Pro Bowl is at the end of the year where they're not going to be in the last game. So they don't really get, and even the Pro Bowl is not really competitive. You know what I'm saying? But
there ain't no more Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl is flag football now.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's
for the same reason.
That's
yeah, but look, bro. How long has the NBA been around?
It doesn't matter though. The difference is
they should stop doing the All-Star game.
No, just enjoy it for what it is.
No, I won't.
Exhibition game.
It's stupid. It's dumb. If you're not going to compete, then you shouldn't play.
I enjoyed it.
Again, it's an exhibition game, man. They out there having fun, dude.
It's like, you can't expect that. And I hope that nobody watches, honestly.
But this is the thing, though.
Like, I hope nobody watches. The dunk contest, if they don't want to fix it, cool.
I mean, that's to me, those are two different things. Those are two different things.
It's not. The league has been around.
There's two different things.
This is the generational thing. It's generational because Kobe and them wanted to win championships too.
Oh
Michael Jordan wanted to win championships too. Tim Duncan wanted to win championships too.
That's a different
AI
age,
wanted to win championships
it's
too.
A different age, man.
KG, Paul George. I don't care who.
No, it's
soft.
Dude.
It is soft.
Morgan, that's not about it being soft.
It is soft.
It's not about it being soft.
It's soft.
These dudes are all brands.
Morgan, how many basketball games have you watched this season?
What the heck does that have to do with this conversation?
There are 2,000 games in the season, right?
Are there 82 games in the season altogether?
For a team,
there's
82 games, right?
Every team plays 82 games, right? So they're playing competitive basketball 90 for 1,000 games.
Is that different from the other NBA players that played before them? Are they playing a different game, or are they playing the same game for the same amount of minutes?
What do you mean?
What changed?
Can I tell you what's different?
They are playing more.
Softness.
No, it's not about soft. Number one is money.
Bro.
It's money.
That's stupid.
It's not. How's it stupid? Again, all these dudes are brands, man. Number one, they do not want to jack up their ankle or their knee
Then
or
don't
their
play.
shoulder, or it's not. See, this is what I said before. It's not an A or B thing, dude.
It should be.
It's not. Okay, so when I said that in the thread, and you were like, "No, I didn't say that." You did.
Javon?
Danny, did I not say that in the thread?
My point is not going to change.
I said it's not a black or white issue, and you said that's not what I said.
I didn't
say this. I
didn't say this is. I did not say this is black or white. To me, that's the solution, though. The dunk contest.
It's not a solution.
There are
they
things.
Gave the solutions right
you
there.
can do the same. You can do the same thing they do in the Pro Bowl, right? So in the Pro Bowl, in the NFL, in the Pro Bowl,
why you keep bringing up the dunk contest? I'm not talking about the dunk contest.
I'm talking about the All-Star game. In the Pro Bowl,
let's talk about the All-Star game.
When you get selected for the Pro Bowl in the NFL, you have starters and then you have alternates. The starters don't play if they're going deeper into the playoffs. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Danny just explained why they did that. Danny just explained why it's that way, though.
That's fine. So either you can add that into the NBA to make the games.
How you gonna do it? You gonna put the All-Star game at the end of the season?
Why not? Everything's on the table. Why not? Why not?
Okay, hold on. Time out.
What's the reason not to change it?
Number one, the Pro Bowl happens in between the Super Bowl and the regular season,
and the NBA can't do that.
Stop. Hold on. Which means that a lot of the best players don't end up playing anyway. Patrick Mahomes didn't play in the Pro Bowl. None of the 49ers who made the Pro Bowl played in the Pro Bowl. Now you're missing out on players. So let's say, hypothetically, you moved All-Star game right before the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the finals is the Celtics and the Nuggets. All right, well, that's Jokic out, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. So now you've got three All-Stars not in there.
Great. That's no different than the NFL.
All right, man. Again, I think you whining. I think you whining and you sound entitled. I'm not whining. I just entitled. Oh my God, they're not playing hard enough for me.
There is no point. If you're not going to compete, you are not going to compete, why are you there? Again,
they are competing. They're just not competing at the level that they're going to play during a regular game because the game don't matter.
The NFL said, you know what? They're not going to play hard. There's no point in us continuing.
That ain't why the NFL did that. That's not why the NFL.
Oh, okay. Why did they do it?
Because dudes was getting hurt in the Pro Bowl.
What's the incentive to play hard though? Like why? What is the incentive to play hard?
Are you a competitor or not? Do you want to be the best when you're playing against the best or not?
If I'm playing a team sport and I'm an all-star, but I'm playing in the all-star game against the team that I'm not part of. This is not my team. I do not belong to this team, and there's no trophy. There's no accolade that I'm already an all-star. There's no extra money.
What do they get out of it?
So
what do they get out of it?
So
their pride ends up getting them with a jacket.
82 games that I played during the season.
Why play?
The 82 games that I played during the season.
Why not be all NBA team then? Why not be all NBA team? Just
celebration. The point of it is to be a celebration of the game. They said it a lot.
You can celebrate the game. That's fine. You don't have to play though.
So
let somebody that wants that spot and wants that competition play. It's not hard. We're not going to agree on this.
Nobody's going to play hard. There's nobody that's going to play hard. Nobody.
That is I'm telling you, that's generational. This has never been a problem until
it's the circumstances.
Until these people started playing basketball and started being allowed into the All-Star game. This was not an issue. This has not been an issue in the NBA's history. It became an issue. There were 211 points scored in this game. 211.
A lot of that had to do with the fact that Chris Broussard made a great point about it.
They hit 40. Hold on. 83s during the
game. Danny made a good point about Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard made a point that the reason that the points were so high is because dudes was just shooting threes. They were shooting threes the whole game,
and nobody was defending them from shooting said threes.
Who? It don't matter if they were being defended or not. So then
why ain't nobody scored 211 in the regular game?
Who going to defend Dame's half court? Who going to defend Dame's half court shot?
Who
going to defend Dame's half court shot
in the regular game?
Who going to shoot?
Why is Dame not pulling up from half court in a regular game?
Dame has pulled up from half court in a regular game several times.
Okay, and you
think you gonna lie and say that this man hasn't?
No, he had to put it from
Morgan,
half court.
Morgan,
Oh
you
my
got-
God,
you
he
got
just
the
did
best-
it. He
Morgan, you
just
got the
won a
Hey,
best-
game
we're not
doing
going to
that.
agree on this. There's no point.
Morgan,
He
you
just
got
We
the
don't
won a
need
best
this
game. That's
argument
not a
anymore.
the
School.
world.
Y'all got it.
Morgan, it's
Y'all
not
got
an
it.
agree or disagree
Skip.
thing.
Skip.
Game does it in the game.
Skip.
Game does it in the game.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else to add to this. We're not going to agree.
You asking them to
I
put
didn't ask
effort
you
into
nothing.
a game.
I
No,
didn't
no,
ask
no.
nobody nothing.
You just said don't play then. So you're
I
saying
said
put
that to
effort
me.
into
That's
a
the
game.
solution. There's
Listen.
no point.
Stop for a second. You're asking them to put effort into a game that doesn't matter.
Everybody else has been doing it.
And again, I'm just telling you that the NBA is different, and it's not necessarily about it being. To me, this is not a thing about being soft or not. This is.
It is to
Right.
me.
I have played
That's my
50
problem.
some odd games. Already played 50 some odd
So is
games.
everybody else before you.
No,
let me.
but that's my point. Go ahead.
We're not going to agree. Why are
No,
y'all trying to convince me? There's
Listen,
nothing you can
because
say
I,
that's gonna
because I got a
convince me.
point that I want. Because I got a point that I want to make,
Please
and
say
it don't
it.
matter if you agree with me or not.
There you go. Go ahead.
These dudes are playing during the summer. They're playing during the week. They're playing during the game. They love the game of basketball. Most of the players who play basketball love the game of basketball, and they're playing competitive.
Everybody before them didn't. I got
now they get one game where they can just go out there and have fun. There are no stakes.
That's
There are
always
no
the thing.
stakes.
They can always go out there and just have fun. That's never changed.
No.
Have
if
you
I'm
watched?
training-
Have you
if I'm
watched
training
the
to get better-
full All-Star game from that era recently?
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
Go back and watch. The effort ain't what you think is. Maybe
I
at
didn't
the
say-
end of hold on. No, hold on. At the end of the game, if it's a close game, yeah, you'll see them play little defense. Hence the clip that it was either you or it was Greg that posted. You'll see them play little defense if the game was close. Remember, that's what they used to do before, but the format they had before. Remember where they did it by like quarters or something, and it was like
That
they were
was
just
after Kobe pass. Yes.
right. And they started playing defense at the end when it was closer. Remember? But if it's like a 20-point lead or 30-point lead, them dudes don't care, dude. Like they don't care the way that you think that they care. What you are doing is you are remembering how you felt about watching those games as opposed to watching the actual game.
Word.
That's it. It's the nostalgia effect.
Got you.
Okay. Now you shut down, so there's no point.
I told you 10 minutes ago. There's no point in this
I just think, man, again, the minute I want them to play real defense one time and watch one superstar jack up his ankle or jack up his knee, and then they're gonna be like, why are these guys playing defense? It's the All-Star game. And I'm just sitting here going, all right, yeah, like it's going to be one or the other. There's no pleasing anybody. I don't blame the players. I don't blame them.
Was this All-Star weekend successful or not?
Yeah.
Define successful. People watch.
They got my money and they got my time. I watch.
So I'm happy that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to enjoy it.
I mean, I like to like Danny said, I enjoy watching these dudes shoot, man. Like I can't shoot like that, so that's amazing to me.
No question.
Like to watch them do that joint, like I said it in the thread. I was like, the way these dudes can shoot when there's no pressure on them is amazing to me.
I agree with you 100%, and I enjoyed those shots too. All I'm saying is, I didn't say that in the old games that they played hard nosed like they're in the NBA Finals. I never said that. I never even insinuated it. My point is, the All-Star games before this era, it was you like Danny said. What are you even playing for? Your pride.
Go back and watch those games.
The pride of not losing.
Go back and watch those games.
Okay.
Just go back and watch. I would love for you to do it. Just go back and watch one of those games, and you're going to see the same lackadaisical defense. Dudes, they just let them run by.
You're making a point that I didn't make. I literally.
I'm just saying, like you keep talking.
I literally just clarified that.
You keep talking about the previous generation, and I'm trying to tell you that the same lackadaisical defense happened back then. The only difference. Can I tell you the difference? I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference is back then they had centers who stood in the paint,
right?
So there's always going to be somebody standing there, so you ain't going to just run up in the paint like you do now. They don't do that. They didn't do back then. You couldn't do that. That's it.
Look, so I think that first of all, the format that they had before, where they were picking the teams, where they had the captains and they were picking the players, like I think it was the last 3 or 4 years that they did it, where it was Team LeBron versus Team KD or Team Giannis
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I like that format better because it did seem a little more competitive. Like there was more.
I give you that.
You
There are
know,
certain people out there that wanted to play in this game and were.
Say what?
It was very apparent who wanted to compete and who didn't. Luca could have cared less about being out there. Joker could have cared less about being out
Them
there.
dudes, they were having fun.
it was
Okay.
I see the
I
let me
didn't
just
say
say,
they
I
couldn't
see
have
the
fun.
joy.
The only
I
thing,
see
the
the
only
joy.
reason I,
They
the
look like
only
they were
reason,
having fun.
the only reason I just spoke.
If
to
I want to
say
see a competitive game, I'll wait for the season to restart. And then, oh, there they are. There it is.
awesome. Okay, great. My only point in speaking there was to say that there were players that were there to compete, and it was clear, and there were players that were not.
who was there?
Who was there to complete?
Who you think was there to
The,
compete?
the people that were hooping from Rip to me, Hallie,
Who?
Halliburton.
Oh,
He wasn't playing no defense.
Oh, all right. Well,
Halliburton was just shooting just like everybody else.
so you missed the thread when me and Greg were talking. You okay? I got it.
I think Tyrese was.
I was watching the whole thing.
Tyrese was hyped because it was his hometown. Like he was going for that. He was going for the MVP trophy.
Nigga, they were letting him shoot.
That's what's up.
They were literally trying to get him the MVP.
I think Dame was playing hard.
Everybody was shooting. Everybody was doing
Giannis,
the same play.
Giannis was playing hard as always.
Cat was playing. Cat was dunking.
Yes, he was.
Cat was
Gian-
shooting.
Gian-
Jalen
Giannis-
Brown had like 36
hard.
points.
Giannis actually played defense.
But everybody was just jacking shots. Everybody was one-on-one jacking shots.
I think I'm not saying that all the All-Star games in the past were hard-nosed from the beginning to the end. I never made that assertion at any point.
So
The only point that I made is that, like, when it comes down to like trying to win, and this is the first All-Star game that, to me, the West literally didn't even attempt to try to win. Like they literally were just like, hey, this game is getting out of hand. We need to try to step on it. Nobody did that. All of them were just like, oh, that was awesome, bro. They
did in the third quarter. They tried to come out there and catch up, but they couldn't because Dame was hitting everything.
Jalen Brown and Halliburton were literally on fire.
They weren't missing. They were trying to match them. They just wasn't hitting them, and
they just weren't hitting shots. And just like Greg said, like them dudes was older.
Then everybody in
all
the
them
media
dudes are older. Everybody they even made
they
made a point on the pot. They made a point on the telecast about how young the East was compared to the West, and you could see it. You could easily see it.
So everybody that's been talking about it is just talking. Like it's not actually an issue. It's nothing.
I didn't say it wasn't an issue. I'm saying. Not you specifically, but they're whining.
It's not worth throwing the game away.
It's not worth getting upset about. Like, enjoy the game for what it is.
No problem. Good. I'm glad
and I also think y'all looking through rose-colored glasses about what the All-Star game was before. It was the same thing.
Okay.
They were out there having fun. You used to see it with Kobe and Jordan. They were out there just like talking, chilling, having fun. I honestly you can't look. Not LeBron. I almost said LeBron. I don't think Michael Jordan was as intense as he was in a regular game. Everybody's out there having fun. Like the whole point of it, the weekend is to be a celebration of basketball. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. I never understood why people get so upset. Now the dunk contest is terrible.
Dunk contest, that's all.
It's awful.
I just don't think it's nothing that you can. I don't think it's nothing you can do no more for the dunk contest.
They need to get non-NBA players.
It is. There are things that I'm praying for me personally that Adam Silver takes this just as seriously as he has some other things, and it just the same as like players sitting out. And then making a rule to curb that, I think he should do the exact same thing in this situation because it's bad for the league to do what they've been doing, in my opinion.
What are they gonna do?
Everybody can do what they want and everybody can like it. If everybody likes the way things are, that's what's up. Like
Yeah,
I
but when you say
personally
take it
enjoy
seriously, like
defense.
what do you mean though? Like you're number one. I think you're
Adam
comparing
Silver
to
put a rule in to stop people from resting during games, right?
yes, games that matter.
I think I. What do you mean games that matter?
Like games that
All games
matter.
don't
Like
matter.
huh?
Don't all games matter?
No, just all pro. I mean, the All-Star game don't necessarily matter.
No,
Nothing.
but I'm
The
not
dunk
saying he.
contest doesn't really
I'm not
matter
saying he
in the
should put
grand
in the
scheme of
same
things.
rule. All I'm saying is that there are steps that they can take as a league
What
to
would you
try to
do?
make things more competitive.
What
People have
would you
come up with
do?
ideas. People have come up with ideas all weekend,
I'm
and I
asking
agree
you,
with some
what
of
would you do?
I I don't know, man. It's not my job, and when they pay me, I'll come up with it.
I just
All I can tell you is I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it, and I'm happy for you. I did not.
you're
So
stupid.
I know there's 82 games in the season. Every game you lose gives you a less of a chance to get home court advantage and all those type of things. But if it don't matter, hey, look. All I'm saying is I think there are great ideas that have been presented. Stephen A. had a great idea for how to make the dunk contest more competitive.
What do
Uh,
you say? I missed it.
he was talking about doing like a that he would put his own money towards like doing like a national tournament, having that crap, having it roll over, having these dunkers come there, and then like by the time you get to the actual All Star weekend, like one of the All Star players can sponsor one of the players that's from this city or that city or whatever, and that way everybody's
Great
still
idea.
got stake in it or whatever. Whoever wins the dunk contest wins $1 million, and then it steps down from there. I think that's viable. I think there are
I
ways to
agree.
fix
That's a
there are
great
ways to
idea.
fix the dunk contest, and I think there are ways to fix the All Star game as well. If you put more incentive on, like somebody, I forgot whose idea that was. They were saying, like in the All Star game, whoever wins East or West gets home court advantage.
No, that's bullshit.
The
That's
playoffs,
bull.
something like that.
You
I,
are if you do that, you de-incentivize the regular season even more.
I
You
just
already got players. You already talked about how like you have players
They just
that
pay 'em.
rest
It's really
and
simple. It's really simple. Just pay them. Like just offer some money to the people. They will do it for the money.
I don't even think again. Like I don't again. You can't have the All Star game impact the regular season because you're already doing everything in your power to incentivize or the mid season. What do you call it? What's that mid
I
season
think that's
tournament?
a idea too.
The mid season tournament they did to incentivize the regular season, and then they did
I think that's sad, honestly.
what's the other thing?
I think it's sad they had to do that.
The extra games. What's the extra playoff games?
The playing games.
The playing games.
I think
So
that's sad
they're
too.
doing everything in their power to incentivize players
Yeah,
To
to
but
play.
not take games off. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you say okay, the best team, if you say
Oh,
okay,
King of
whoever.
the Hill. That was Greg's idea. I wanted to say that before I forgot. That was a good idea too.
But if you say whoever wins gets home court advantage, then like if you're a 1 seed, if you're like, let's say if you take the 2 1 seeds right now are Boston and Minnesota, if you're Boston and the West wins, then at the end of the season, you know that you can't get home court in the finals.
I guess
But
you
if
better
you've
hope.
already locked up the 1 seed, then you can just start letting people sit even earlier.
I guess you better hoop then.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you can't you're de-incentivizing the regular season when you should be incentivizing that even more.
Right.
And I don't think the All-Star game matters enough that it's not like baseball. Like I think baseball, the baseball game, you can do that. That's what they do, right?
I agree, bro.
I can't remember. In baseball for what's the All-Star, their All-Star weekend, like whoever wins it gets home field, right? Isn't that what they do?
I don't know.
Smart. I don't know. I don't watch baseball.
Bro, I'm telling you, go back and watch those old games. Don't watch clips. Watch the whole game. I'm telling you, it ain't what you think it was, bro. It ain't what you think it was. Like I'm telling you, I watched one. I watched one this week.
Okay.
It ain't what you think it was.
I was just watching some highlights from the 1995 All-Star game, and I think it's just different because the positions are different. Like Javon was saying earlier, there are a lot more big men. Like they're not shooting from range, so there's not space. It looks more competitive because there's more people in the paint, but they're not playing defense on each other. They were just dunking close to people. They were dunking.
Yeah, he's just like
They were dunking close to people, but it wasn't like they were really trying to. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just looks different, but there's a lot more space in today's game. So it's like it looks like they're not competing, and they're not. I mean, they're not trying to.
They made it very clear that they're not.
I remember Jordan's
Anthony
last
Edwards
All-Star
specifically.
game. It ain't what you think
Anthony
it was,
Edwards specifically said so.
What?
Very direct to the point.
Yeah, that's what we were saying in the fourth quarter. If the games are close in the
If the
fourth
game
quarter,
is close, is what I
would
kept
definitely
saying. If
Yeah.
the games are close, but if they ain't close, them dudes ain't even back then they ain't gonna work hard. You think Charles Barkley gonna work hard like in the All-Star game if the game ain't close? Please, come on, man. That dude was sitting on the bench. Y'all need to stop, man. I just think like again, this nostalgia thing, man. We gotta start looking at what actually happened as opposed to how we feel about what happened.
Well, we've lost our audience at this point, so
gotta get out of here. Get out of here.
We'd be all right. We can't always talk about everything y'all want us to talk about. Sometimes we just want to talk, y'all.
Y'all ready for the list or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll go first. Top 5 hip hop dances. It's not counting line dances. Line dances to me, to make sure everybody's on the same page. Line dances are.
We had a lot of engagement during the sports talk. I don't know.
Did.
Oh, of course, yeah.
During the sports talk.
Okay. We had 13 people watching. We have 5 now. So
they just dropped.
Where y'all see that?
No,
they just dropped. I can see it, dude. It was 11 people, and then it dropped towards the end. Go ahead, man. Let's do it. Top 5 hip hop dances.
Again, not counting line dances. No cha-cha slide, no electric slide, no wobble. Those are line dances. We're talking about strictly hip hop dances.
I feel like one of mine is cheating. But
so number 5. Number 5 for me. I could put a bunch here, but I'm gonna put the Millie Rock here. I think I'll go through my reasoning once I do the list. I'm putting Millie Rock at number 5. Number 4, Harlem Shake, the original Harlem Shake, not the one that they turned it into later on that was something completely different. Number 3, the Dougie. Again, I'll go through my my reasoning in a minute. Number 3, the Dougie. Number 2, twerking. It's gotta be on your list. Well, anyway.
I didn't think of twerking. I didn't think of twerking.
Number 1. I mean, I don't know that there's any dance that like crank that, bro.
Oh, boy, you bugging. You didn't think about something.
No, I thought about plenty, and I'm still.
Ain't no way.
There was no way crank that. There was no way crank that wasn't making my list, bro.
Ain't no way crank that. Ain't no way in this number.
Now, my methodology for the way that I tried to sift through this is I was trying to think of dances that one had some type of insane cultural impact, but after that, it was dances that I see molded into other dances. So the Dougie is used in so many.
Soulja Boy.
No, Soulja Boy is in the place that it is because of the cultural impact that it had. That's why it's in the place that it is. Twerking too. Twerking and Crank That are number 1 and 2 because their cultural impact then. And people still know how to crank that right now. Everybody still remembers the stuff.
I've never seen somebody crank that.
The Dougie. I see the Dougie in multiple dances.
I ain't seen that one person.
I see the Dougie in multiple dances. I see Millie rocking in multiple dances. Now, for me personally, and I'll let y'all get back into it. For me personally,
let's do a list.
Let me do my list. Come on.
We can do our list and then we.
All right. Yeah. Let me go. I'm gonna go. All right. Number 5. I had to go with the Harlem Shake, man. The real Harlem Shake, as Morgan said, like the real one.
Nope, definitely not, Auntie.
Number 4, I don't know how. If you don't have this on your list, this is a dance that literally, even people from the opposite side of this is a dance that was done on the Super Bowl, and I was shocked. Crit walk. I don't know how sea walking ain't on your list.
I got it a little higher, but yep.
They got. I guess that's a hip hop dance.
Yes.
it got to be absolutely C-Walk.
I didn't
Number
think of that.
three, number three, twerking. I thought this was cheating, but thank you, Morgan,
I didn't think
for
of
putting it out there. I appreciate it. Number three, twerking. Number two, bro, this dance has been in and out of the culture. It has been remixed. It has
Yes,
been
Marquis.
done so much. The Running Man.
The
Oh,
Running
The
Man.
Running Man.
What?
Yes.
Come on, son.
That is a
I don't know
historical
about that.
dance, dude. Historic. Come on now.
I don't know
You
about that.
got Crank That on your list. Don't you dare.
Oh, no.
And then number
Are
one,
you
which is a bigger cultural impact, the Running Man or Crank That?
crank that?
I'm about to go crank that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Are y'all
I'm
serious?
gonna have to go and crank
Y'all tripping.
You
Y'all
trying to play
tripping.
Soldier Boy right now? You doing too much.
I ain't playing Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy isn't even as old as the Running Man is. Like, that's how big of a cultural impact. The Running Man has been around longer than people have even known about a Soldier Boy.
Here
All
it
right?
goes.
Let's just keep it a buck.
There he go.
Lord, there
We
go
all
that.
feel
me I'm wrong.
There he is. There he is.
All right.
We gonna pull on.
Everybody been doing the Running Man for 50
People,
years.
and then they even remixed it. They even remixed the Running Man.
They brought it back again.
We gonna
This
pull on.
girl just
Oh,
did
I'm
it
sorry.
last
I
week
forgot.
in the
I forgot,
rain.
y'all. Everything newer is better than
I
old.
just did it here.
All right. And then number one, I had to go with the Dougie.
Oh, bro, I feel like y'all missing some very.
I'm missing a lot. And
Bro, I told you this
I
list
miss
is
them a lot.
impossible. It's impossible to do.
All right. Let me get my five. My 2 and 1. I don't know if maybe I'm thinking
yes.
wrong, but okay. So number 5,
I
I
forgot
got a
about
Harlem
that.
Shake at number 5. Harlem Shake is at number 5. Gotta have that, bro. That thing was huge. I got Crank That at number 4. I got the Soldier Boy.
Too low, bro.
That joint. I do think it had a huge cultural impact
I
because
figured in the Running Man.
everybody started they made song dances for songs in videos. Like that started a whole movement.
He literally changed. Go ahead.
Ringtones, all that. Anyway, I got C-Walk. I got Crip Walking at number 3. C-Walking, like Javon said, at the Super Bowl.
That
Really?
dangerous though, bro. Because Crip walking
The
is
Super Bowl,
literally more than that. It's
Ask Snoop Dogg if it's a hip hop dance.
yeah, I know.
At number 2. Now at number 2 and number 1, I don't know how y'all didn't think of these, but at number 2, I got breakdancing at number 2.
No, man, that's no.
That's not a line dance.
Don't
That's
cheat.
a hip hop
That's
dance.
a cheat though.
That
We talk about
that
one
counts
specific dance though. Break dancing is a bunch of stuff.
No, get out. No,
it
you
is.
That's you can't do that.
It definitely is.
That's cheating, man.
Break that. Okay, so tell me what you think about number 1 then. My number 1 was pop locking. Pop locking.
Again, that's not like one specific dance.
How is it not a specific dance? Pop
Because
locking.
you do a bunch of other things when you pop locking too. Like
You do a bunch of things when you twerk, don't you? You can't just twerk one
I give
way.
you pop lock. I give you
Twerking's
pop
twerking.
locking. I give you pop locking, but I can't give you break dancing. Because there are a bunch of moves within break dancing.
The reason Crip walking is that one's, I don't know.
What would you count breakdancing as then? Like it's not a
form of dancing. It's not a dance,
but
move.
It's a hip hop. It's a hip hop form of dancing though. Like it's a
but it's like again, it's like
dancing is
you know what it is. It's a dance like ballroom dancing. Like there are moves within ballroom dancing, but it's ballroom dancing as a whole.
But it was
like break dancing is like it's a culture actually. I would say it's even more than that. It's more of a culture. There are moves within break dancing.
But break dancing has so many different parts.
What if I put the robot at number 2 and pop locking at number 1? Would y'all take the robot?
I'll let you. Yeah, robot.
The robot works better than breakdancing, but I understand what you're going for with breakdancing. I mean, there's just so many different. There's so many different dances that go into breakdancing, bro. Like it's
Yeah, it's a style. It's not a dance.
I'm just thinking about like how like we seen everybody does the spinning joint and then land with the pose like
Yeah, but that's called something.
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. That's the point. Thank you. Morgan made a good point right there. That's called like doing that is called something.
Just like a b-boy stance. Like a b-boy stance is a part of breakdancing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
All right, I'll put the robot at 2 and then pop locking at number 1.
I wanted to do. I wanted to do.
Y'all tripping on Crank That.
I honestly, I think you overstating.
No,
I think you overstating.
That was big. It was big. It
was big, but you really think
there are not many dances. There are not many dances that could hold a candle to the breakout that Crank That had.
I'm telling you, the Running Man has been done for decades.
You need to let that go immediately. Comparing the Running Man to Crank That for cultural impact is insane. It's not close.
I will gladly put up a poll for that one.
There has never been a time where the Running Man was more hot than Crank That ever. Not once.
Dude, people. Number one, nobody's doing Crank That right now. Nobody's doing Crank That right now.
Okay.
Not one person is doing Crank That.
All right.
So even if you said that period of time where Crank That was hot, I'll give you that. There was a point in time where Crank That was the hottest dance ever. I will agree with you on that. But the Running Man is literally like people's go-to. People do that joint all the time. Across cultures.
Do people do the Running Man all
across cultures to this day? Go to a random wedding. Somebody gonna break out the Running Man, or somebody gonna bring out the variation of the Running Man, the new version of the Running Man. But no matter how what about the bump, the hustle, and the bus stop? I don't even know what those.
I love the bus stop. See that, auntie, the bus stop is that's a line dance to me. Like
I will put Hammer was one of the biggest artists in the world. Thank you, Just.
Hey, listen, if you stand on your conviction.
Bobby Brown was doing the Running Man.
That's what's up.
Every little step by take whole video.
If you think that's bigger than Crank That,
I will put that to the world. What was the bigger dance move? Just saying.
Listen, I don't think there's any competition for that.
The Carlton is better than Crank That. Yo, Kyron's stupid, man.
I'm not. Kyron just talking to hear himself. He can't possibly be serious. There ain't no way.
I almost put the whip in Nene. I wanted to do that. It was hard. It was hard. 8 times.
I almost put the jerk on mine.
I almost put the jerk.
Because I like I said, it got to a point where I had to start separating them. I had to start separating it by what dances go into each other, and that's why like the Millie Rock made my list because you could put the Millie Rock in so many other different dances. The Dougie you definitely put into so many other different dances. I
don't even think do people still Millie Rock?
Yes.
I'm just asking a question. I don't know.
People celebrate right now and do this. That's a Millie Rock. I mean,
I have not seen somebody do that in a while, man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I'm old. I don't even be around people like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. My dances are dances that people have been doing and will still do now.
I wanted to put the butterfly and the Tootsie Roll on my list, but
how did I forget the Tootsie Roll?
I would have put the butterfly on there because I would put the butterfly on there because the butterfly is a variation of. Well, no, I would put a little bit of Tootsie Roll is a variation of the butterfly.
It's a little bit of twerking. I think twerking has been around longer. Been around longer than the butterfly. Nobody does the butterfly anymore. Really.
What was the first dance y'all can remember like actually practicing to do? Like
hip hop dance or just dance? Period.
It was like a hip hop.
Just is right, man. Just is right, dude. Nobody put the kid in play, dog. Everybody tries the kid in play at a party.
Everybody tried that at least once. Everybody knows how to
do right.
That's facts. But I
was a nerd.
I almost think of the kid and play as a line dance. Almost.
It's not a line dance.
Tootsie Roll is a line dance.
How is it a line dance?
I don't know. Hold on now.
Tootsie Roll is what.
If Tootsie Roll is a line dance,
Yeah,
then
no,
Kid and
Tootsie
Play
Roll's a line
definitely is.
dance. To the left, to the left.
Yeah,
to
it
the right,
is.
to the
I didn't
right.
even think about
to the
that.
front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yep. He's right.
Kid and Play, I don't know, man.
No, the Kid and Play is definitely is a large hip hop cultural relevance because everybody tried to do it.
Yeah,
everybody tried to do it.
The heel toe was my first.
I had heel toe on
Heel
mine.
and toe.
The heel
I
toe
had
was
heel
my
toe on
first,
mine because that's my favorite dance.
But I feel like it. Maybe
That
I'm
was my
wrong.
favorite
Is
dance.
the heel and toe not closer to like West Indian, like dancing?
It was done in reggae and dance hall.
That's why I didn't want to put any like dance hall or reggae stuff in there. I had to like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I give you one that I wanted to put on because it was so simple.
I was gonna put dabbing on mine.
Lean back.
Yeah, I was gonna put dab on mine just for Cam.
Dab, I was thinking about that.
Just for that magical year, bro.
But that got corny real quick.
Let's go. No, it didn't.
Who's
it
that?
got corny for you. Got corny for you.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Livy.
Who's it? Why do you have a random balloon in your house?
I don't ask questions.
What is happening?
What is this?
He got us on mute. Like
they're trying to get here on camera doing something crazy. I can tell.
Go ahead, pop. Just try to pop the balloon.
So y'all listen. Y'all don't have to work for likes, okay? Like,
oh shit. Oh, you tried to get. She tried to get me. You saw that, right? You saw that. She tried to get me.
That's not surprising.
DJ and me too.
That's how they get. That's how they get you.
The poll is up in the group, y'all.
Hey, y'all could have put. I wanted to put Swag Surfer.
Hey, sis.
Bad.
Say
hey.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
Why is your child have not?
I was gonna put beating your feet up here, but
DJ think he buff, man. Come here, DJ.
You don't know about beating your feet?
DJ been working out.
DC, bro.
DJ.
Oh.
Hey man, I'm gonna need you to eat some more. Hey, I'm gonna need you to feed that child, man.
Hey.
Don't put my son out there laughing at him.
Hey.
I'm not laughing at him. I just want him to eat a sandwich.
Hey.
Look at him.
Yeah.
What is going on right now?
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all?
DJ, just make a sandwich real quick.
What is going on right now, bro?
Just eat some food.
I have 6.
Yo.
DJ, the fridge is right there, man.
Don't be putting my nephew out there like that, bro.
We're gonna take him to the Y. We're gonna beef him up.
Don't be putting my nephew out there.
Don't take him to the Y. Take him to the kitchen. He needs some
DJ,
food, man.
DJ, put a shirt on right now. Put a shirt on right now.
Come on now.
Do you hear me?
We're gonna show him, DJ. Don't worry about them.
DJ,
don't be picking
I can cook all of y'all in basketball. So.
You put a shirt. You what now,
sir? Young man.
I didn't what he say.
Young man.
He said he got y'all in basketball.
He said he gonna cook you in basketball next time.
You're a LeBron fan.
Little man, a stiff wind will blow you away. Come on now.
You're a LeBron fan. That couldn't possibly be true.
First of all, Morgan, we know you love
DJ.
Jordan, but that don't mean you can't be a LeBron fan too.
I'm putting my money on
I do
DJ.
like LeBron. I actually love LeBron.
Okay.
But
I put my money on DJ.
Facts is just
wait.
facts.
I've never heard Morgan say I love LeBron.
I do love LeBron.
Like, hold up.
I've never heard
that
him
multiple
say
times.
I like Michael Jordan, but I'm still a LeBron fan.
I love LeBron. I've always said that. I don't hate LeBron. I just think the conversation is ridiculous. But I love LeBron. I love what he's done for basketball. I love what he's done out. God knows I love what he's done outside of basketball.
If Morgan can sit here and talk to me about Patrick Mahomes, then he's a LeBron fan. That's the way it is. All right. Okay.
What?
If you can think Patrick Mahomes is close to being the GOAT, then you're a LeBron fan.
I said Patrick Mahomes at the end of his career will be the GOAT. That's what I said. I did not say he's the GOAT right now. He's got 3 ships faster than Brady did.
How is he faster than Brady did? It's the same amount of time.
And to me.
No, stop. It's the same amount of time, Morgan. Morgan, it's the same amount of time.
He has more skills overall than Tom Brady does. We have not ever seen. What have we not seen from? What has
Patrick Mahomes ever done that nobody else has ever done?
Are you serious?
I'm asking a question.
No look passes, behind the back passes.
Matthew Stafford has been doing no look passes for years.
Being absolutely
before.
Being absolutely now we've seen other quarterbacks be absolute. What I'm saying is there are plays that Patrick Mahomes makes that other quarterbacks, namely Tom Brady,
name one thing that he's done that somebody else can't do. Everything Patrick Mahomes has done.
I watched Patrick Mahomes falling down, throw the ball sideways, and that crap still went like 15, 20 yards for a completion.
And it almost got intercepted.
Did it get completed or was it intercepted? Was it a complete pass?
It went through the hands of the defender.
Huh?
It went through the hands of the defender. By the way, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, all these other guys that can
have not done that
and throw, they've done similar passes, dude. Y'all, here we go. God, y'all,
you're doing too much.
Y'all doing too much. You don't act like this dude is God, yo. Y'all act like, oh my God, everything Patrick Mahomes has done. Oh my God, nobody else can do it. Look at that. He threw a sidearm pass. Oh, like Matthew Stafford has been doing his entire freaking career. Justin Herbert has been throwing sidearm passes since he got in the league.
Do you think either one of those quarterbacks are better than Patrick Mahomes?
Is Justin Herbert? I think if you put Justin Herbert on the Chiefs, they would have 3 Super Bowls. I say it.
Yeah, I'm getting off this call.
Tell me what Justin Herbert has
talking about. What are you talking about?
Let me put it to you this way. I'm going to put it to you this way. The team that Patrick Mahomes came on.
This guy.
Time out. Let me finish.
Disrespectful.
Time out. Let me finish.
You just say stuff.
I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead.
This call, bro.
When Patrick Mahomes came on, what were the Chiefs' record before Patrick Mahomes came on?
Alex Smith had them boys cooking.
Oh, okay. So,
but I want to say they were like 11-5.
Right?
They were like
11-5, right? It's a good team, right?
It's
a good team, right?
They were okay.
It was a good team, right?
It was
a good team. Was it a good team?
They were okay.
Danny, was it a good team? Did Patrick Mahomes come on to a good team or did he come on to a bad team?
I know I ain't watched football since Cam left, so I don't know.
I just want Morgan to answer that question. When Patrick Mahomes,
I gave you an answer.
Okay,
I said
cool.
They
so
were,
it was a good team.
When
Tom Brady came on the Patriots the year before, what was their record? Do you know?
I have no freaking idea. I ain't no Patriots fan.
Because they were trash.
We got you on that.
Congratulations.
They were trash before, and then the year that Tom Brady gets in, after they were trash for 2 games, lost, then they come in. Oh, look at that! Won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes ain't never do that. Patrick Mahomes ain't never do that. Patrick Mahomes didn't take a moribund franchise from terrible.
I got a question.
Patrick Mahomes ain't do that.
Yeah,
I got a question. So Patrick Mahomes, do you think? All right. So are you saying that if Cam Newton was playing for the Chiefs in his prime, he would have been able to do the same thing?
No. I will say that Patrick Mahomes is a better passer than Cam Newton. He's not a better scrambler than Cam Newton, but he's a better passer than Patrick Mahomes. But there are quarterbacks who, like Josh Allen. I'm not the biggest Josh Allen fan, but I think Josh Allen has the same tool set that Patrick Mahomes has. But Patrick Mahomes benefits from having a very good offensive-minded coach. He's got one of the best offensive-minded coaches. This is the same offensive-minded coach that took Donovan McNabb to the Super Bowl, that had Kevin Cobb winning games, that reinvigorated Michael Vick's career, that had Alex Smith winning 11, 10 games a season. Andy Reid is a really good offensive coach. I'm okay with giving Patrick Mahomes his due. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback right now playing in the NFL. Absolutely. He does not have a peer in the NFL right now. Lamar Jackson
is Patrick Mahomes?
No, because Lamar, well, again, I think Lamar has less skill players. But the difference between Lamar and what?
You think what?
Lamar has worse skill players than Patrick Mahomes. He's always had worse skill players than Patrick Mahomes through his entire career. How is that wrong?
You think the Kansas City Chiefs offense this year was better than the Ravens offense? Personnel wise.
Number one, he has a top 3 tight end all time. He has a really good run game, and he has a system that gets guys open. Now, just be real. In the beginning of the season, his receivers were dropping passes. I will give him his credit. His receivers were dropping passes. As the season progressed, they stopped dropping passes, and you started to see them actually be good. But if you watch hold on, let me finish. If you watch the games, they're not doing anything like amazing. They weren't doing anything amazing on offense. They were throwing a lot of passes behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of screens, a lot of like slants, real quick passes. That's what they were doing. They weren't chucking it down the field a lot during the playoff run. And they weren't even scoring that many points in the what do you call it? In the game against the Ravens. They didn't score like anything in the second half of the game.
It's one of the best defenses in the last decade.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. But I'm just making points here. Like, I'm just saying, like, the difference between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, I think Patrick is a better passer than Lamar. He's a better passer than Lamar. He's not a better scrambler than Lamar, but he's a better passer. The problem is the difference is Patrick Mahomes has gotten really good at doing the thing that Brady used to get killed for, which is making the proper play. All right, man. Like Brady used to get killed for that. He used to get killed for, all right, I'm gonna throw this real quick slant here, or everything is blocked, down the field. So I'm gonna get it real quick out to my guy in the flat. Brady used to do it all the time, and people would be like, "Oh, he's managing the game or whatever." Patrick Mahomes is doing that now, and he's being lauded for it. And that's all I want people to stop doing. Like that to me is that's kind of double standard there. You can't say, well, Brady was a manager for doing that, and now that Patrick Mahomes is doing it because he has lesser talent, be like, well, he's learning the game. It's becoming so slow for him. That's where I have a problem. Because if you want to talk about, oh, Patrick has done what Brady's done in the same amount of time, I'm going to just say, there's no way Patrick Mahomes could win 3 Super Bowls with the supporting cast that Tom Brady had in his first 5 years. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh, ain't no way. You can't even tell me who the tight end for the Patriots was during that 5-year stretch. You can't name 2 wide receivers from the Patriots run that year.
I can.
Who?
Deion Branch, David Patton.
You think Deion Branch and David Patton?
Edelman was later on.
Not Edelman. 5 years, it was Branch, Patton, and Brown, and oh boy, Glenn. And I'm saying Patrick Mahomes ain't winning 3 Super Bowls with those guys.
Word.
It's not. Okay. And I think people want to rush to say, well, he's going to do this. And my whole point has always been, let's just let the moment be. Because we did the same crap with Peyton Manning. We did the same crap with Aaron Rodgers. We did the same crap with I don't know, Ben Roethlisberger. I'm just making my point, man. Like, let him.
I just be here, yo. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know how it happened.
I would get frustrated when I got facts too.
I'm not frustrated.
I don't really have nothing.
We relitigate conversations that are pointless.
We haven't talked about this,
and more often than not, they're points I didn't even make.
But we didn't even. We've never talked about this. We've never talked about this on the show.
I did not make. I did not make.
No, I made the point.
I never told you.
I made the point.
Patrick Mahomes right now is the GOAT. Greg did.
Actually,
Greg
you did.
No, you did. I did not. I said you
didn't post a gift.
I said you just picking on you with a GOAT.
No, you sent the gift saying that's why he's the GOAT.
In the gift, right?
In the gift.
I
Why would you
sent the
post it
gift
if you
because
didn't
it
mean
was
it?
the GOAT in it, and
Why
I'm
would you
picking on
post
you
it
to
if
say
you
he's
didn't
going
mean
to
it,
be the
Morgan?
GOAT.
If you didn't mean it, why would you post it?
Because I like the one that said it's the same. Okay, there's another gift of Grandpa Simpson that when he walks into a strip club, sees Bart sitting there, then he walks right back out. I love that. I love that GIF, right? I use it all the time. But there's sometimes when you're looking through the search for those GIFs, that the only GIF available that I can use that with has some type of commentary on it. So there are times where I want to use that GIF, but I hesitate because I'm like, dang, I the words don't really match what I'm trying to say here. But they'll get the point. I'm walking in, I'm walking right back out. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I sent you the GOAT was because I thought what the GOAT was doing in that one was hilarious. So that's
I'm
why
not talking about that one. I knew those were jokes.
All of it was jokes.
The only one you
because I specifically told you, and you and Greg had a separate conversation. I specifically
Greg is wrong
said
on that too. I mean,
there has not
I
been
ain't
a
worried
point
about
at
Greg.
any. There's not been a point where I said that he's already the GOAT. I said he's on the path to being the GOAT, and I've always said that.
And
Greg,
and my whole
when
point
I said that, when I said it on the thread, that's when Greg said, "I'm saying he's the GOAT right now."
I know what he said, and I'm saying to you.
So all I'm saying is we're having a conversation right now.
Just let him
The
just
same
be
reason.
who
The
he is.
same
Let him
reason
be the best. Let him be the best quarterback in the league right now. It's the same. That's the same thing we make fun of. Like,
were you saying Tom Brady was the GOAT before he got 4 championships?
I'm glad you said that. When he got 3, I was like, Tom's the GOAT. I said that.
So this conversation's dead now.
Wait, no, time out. Let me finish. I said Tom was the GOAT. And then I had people come to me and go, nope, he can't be the GOAT because Montana's got 4. Can't be the GOAT till Montana's got 4. So I said, okay, all right. Tom is my favorite, but he can't be the GOAT because Montana got 4. So I said, bet. Tom got 4. What happened? People are like, nope, he can't be the GOAT because Montana went undefeated. So I said, okay, all right. If he get 5, you got to give him his due. He got 5. People like, nope, still can't do it. We could kind of have a conversation, but Montana was undefeated, and Tom's got 5, and he lost 2. And I was like, okay.
I think,
and my whole point is the whole point I'm trying to make is that we got to be consistent with the standards that provided. And for years, folks was like, nope, you cannot be the GOAT until you reach a certain pedestal. So when this man hit the pedestal and then exceeded it, and then folks went, bet, GOAT. Now, Patrick Mahomes has won 3. To his credit, he is the only dude. He's the only guy that has 3. He has more than Peyton Manning. He has more than X, Y, and Z. Peyton Manning's won 3. And my whole point is let's be consistent with what we're saying. That's all I'm saying. Can we be consistent? Meaning if you got 3 and the dude over there got 7 and we saying he the GOAT, if he ain't even halfway there, we shouldn't even be having it. If he ain't even 75% of the way there, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. Let's let that man be the best quarterback standing right now in the game. Just leave it at that.
If Mahomes gets 10 Super Bowls,
if he gets 10, I'm gonna give him his due.
We'll see.
I said it before about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I said if LeBron James got 6 rings, I can't say nothing. I have said that for years. It didn't happen, but I have said it for years. If that man got 6, I can't say nothing else.
We'll see.
And that's all I've been saying is we'll see. And we shouldn't, and just let the man have his time. Let him have his due. We don't have to call him the GOAT. We don't have to say he's the greatest.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. Well, you kind of did, but let's take the gift. Let's take the gift out. Let's take the gift out. I'm going to take the gift out of this conversation, and I'm saying the people that do, the people that are, and it wasn't just like Greg. It was all across sports radio and everything saying this stuff.
Nobody called him the GOAT yet.
All right, so when this is done, I'm going to send you a bunch of clips of people saying that man is the GOAT.
That's what's up.
Since you don't believe me saying it.
I don't.
Since I will gladly do that.
Great.
All right. We gotta go.
Jess, I don't know, man. It's a masterwork.
I mean, we talk about all this stuff. Like, I don't even know, just like we talk about stuff all the time. Like, I don't even know why you pretending like we've never gone left or right.
Well, on this one again.
I said what I had to say. I'm good.
It's just that I didn't even say it. So you should be having that conversation with Greg, not me.
I have to listen. I will talk to Greg when I see him. I'm supposed to what? I think Awesome Con. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at Awesome Con, y'all. I hope to see you in DC.
If there was anybody watching, I'd say request. I'd talk about the hardcover again. But
hey, if I can work out this thing, we could definitely have y'all on this Thursday. I got to make sure everything's working on my side because I'm not. I got a really bad email from Restream, but I gotta fix. But let's just call it. Let's just say it is gonna happen. I just need stuff from y'all. Y'all got to send me, pictures and stuff so I can put you on the marquee. Let me know. Confirm that y'all can do it first.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out.
We appreciate y'all as always. I don't know what our list is gonna be next week. Yet. Maybe we should do top 5 line dances, but I don't think that's nearly as competitive. We're like, I don't know. We'll discuss it as usual. Y'all will see me when I put the poster up, and we'll get into it. Until then, I love y'all. Continue to share. See you next week.